Hi there, welcome back for your math workshop for today. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. You'll notice that I'm not in front of a camera, I'm actually on the computer. I just wanted to be able to show you some of the fraction work that we're doing by sharing my screen. Okay, so make sure you're taking a look at the screen here. All right. So in our previous activities, we've been using rectangles or the brownies and your fraction sets to represent wholes. But one whole could be any shape or size, right? So let's say that this yellow pattern block right here is a cookie. So you've figured out different ways to make one whole with your fraction sets in the brownies. Now this cookie is our one whole. So how can we make this cookie in different ways with other pattern blocks? So here are the pattern blocks. We have the red one here, the red trapezoid. We have the blue one here and the green triangle. So I want to ask, how many red shapes do you think it would take to make a whole hexagon cookie? Also, how many blue shapes do you think it would take? And then how many green shapes do you think it might take? Give me a second just to think about it, take a guess. So we'll just move some of these over just to see if you were right. So when we're working with the red shapes, looks like it takes two of these shapes in order to make a whole, right? So if there's two of them, one of these, so this, let's say this one right here, would be the same thing as saying 1/2, right? Excellent. So let's try the blue ones now. So now we have the blue shape. We're going to move this one over. This guy will swing around here. It looks like it might take just one more, right? So you see here, we've used 3 of these shapes, 3 of the blue pattern blocks in order to make one whole hexagon cookie. So if it takes 3 of these, we know that one of them, 1 out of 3, would mean 1/3. It's the same thing as 1/3. All right, so now we've got to try this green. So now that we've seen the red one takes 2, blue one takes 3, we'll try some of the green ones here. So we have 1, 2, 3. Can you guess how many it's going to take altogether now? Just swing this guy around. There's 4. Got 5. It's kind of an irregular shape, but let's pretend like it's perfect, right? And 6. So it takes 6 of these, swinging around, 6 of these green pattern blocks in order to make one whole hexagon cookie. So we might say then that one of these greens is equal to 1 out of 6, or 1/6. All right, beautiful. So we know that. If we think of these parts of cookies, if we think of these as parts of cookies, we can say that the red piece, like I said, was 1/2. It represents 1 out of 2 equal pieces of a hexagon cookie. A blue piece is 1 out of 3 equal pieces of a hexagon cookie, so that's 1/3. And then the green piece is 1 out of 6 equal pieces, which is 1/6. So you're going to have a page for your worksheet today. You may notice your worksheet will look something like this, and you're going to have a page full of these hexagon cookies. So each hexagon, each one of these little cookies is equals one whole cookie. So each hexagon equals one whole cookie. Your task today, so what you're going to be working on, is you're going to find as many different combinations as you can of the red shape, the blue shape, and the green shape that will cover a whole yellow hexagon cookie exactly. So you could combine a few different shapes, a few different ways in order to make this hexagon cookie. So for example, you're going to draw your line. So we could draw a line. We're going to make sure that we're labeling them as well. So we have 1/2, so one of those red pattern blocks. And then let's say I want to make one of those blue pattern blocks. So I have one here. So that's 1/3. And then what's left? We have our 1/6, the green pattern block left, right? Excellent. So there's one there. Let's see, another one we could make. I like to start from the center sometimes when I'm drawing them. So we'll start with 1/3. And I'm gonna keep going with one of these. So I've done very similar to what I have over here. I have 1/6. But I'm gonna keep drawing because I wanna make another one of those blue pattern blocks, the 1/3. And I could do, see here, I have one more 1/6. So you're gonna find as many different ways to separate these cookies, these whole hexagon cookies with these pattern blocks, and making sure to label them with your fractions that go with those shapes. So if you need a reminder of what the shapes look like, I suggest going back into the video. I'll give you a little reminder here. Remember, our 1/2 is this red pattern block. Our 1/3 is this blue pattern block. And the 1/6 is this green pattern block. I highly suggest that as you're working, before you get started working, you go ahead and draw these shapes for yourself and label them with their fractions so you know which ones you're going to be using to fill out this sheet. You may not fill out the whole sheet. That's okay. Just do as many as you can. Figure out and fill in as many as you can. So remembering you're using these shapes here in order to fill out these pattern blocks and making sure to label them with the fractions. All right, have fun. I can't wait to see what you work on. Good luck. See you later.